in my last video, girl. Like I said, I told you I've been struggling. I've been out of town for like 3 weeks now, taking care of my dad, changing into nursing home. He went to 2 different hospitals. Bitch, I've been driving back and forth every day. So the first week when he was in the emergency room, I was in that bitch every day feeding him because he was at a point where he wasn't being fed. And clearly, I don't trust people when it comes to getting the job done. When it comes to feeding and doing what they supposed to do, especially if my dad in the bed sleep or something, he these people may just say, well, fuck it, he sleep. So I gotta be there to make sure I get the food, put it in his mouth. Although his eyes were freaking closed, he was still opening his mouth and eating. And I had to make sure I was there every day feeding my dad. Then he goes to the other hospital and he started regaining his consciousness and his abilities back, but I had to help feed him for the first day or so. Now he's back to feeding himself. But yeah, so let me tell you whatever happened, because the title of this video is 2 deaths, 1 hospitalization. Now, the end of April, my grand aunt died. That was like my grandma. She died, right? Her freaking funeral was, I think, May 1st. I'm not sure, right? I came to visit my dad the beginning of May. The beginning of May, we went to go see his brother, my dad's brother, who was in the nursing home too. He had just had a stroke. And so he couldn't talk or anything. And I saw my uncle. They gave each other hugs. My dad, because I went to go visit my uncle with my dad and his girlfriend. Girl. Then I got a call 2 weeks after that. Talk about my dad was in the hospital. I drove up here. Boom. I get a call a day after I get here talking about my uncle died. You know, my dad's brother, the one we visited in the hospital 2 weeks prior, he died, right? I guess what happened was he fell out of bed or something and hit his head and he had a brain bleed. I don't know. But they put him on life support and he was scheduled to get put off the plug, but taken off the plug. But because I was in the hospital taking care of my dad when he first got admitted into the hospital, I couldn't really focus on my uncle who had just died. And I can't tell my dad that his brother just died because he's somewhere in a hospital bed, not conscious his damn self. Okay. So that's 2 deaths and 1 near death with my dad because I thought he was about to damn die. So it's been crazy. I didn't go to my uncle's funeral. I didn't go to his wake, nothing. You know why? Because I was somewhere focused on my dad, making sure he doesn't freaking die. You feel me? Like crazy shit. Crazy. And I was just able to tell my dad that his brother died today. His brother been dead 2 weeks, but because he wasn't in his right mind, really, I didn't tell him. But today, I was like, yeah, Uncle Tom, because he was asking about his family. And my dad, all his siblings are old and got dementia. So none of them can really be there for my dad right now because they all got health problems. Like his 3 of his brothers have died, just like his older brother died, his another brother died. Now his other brother, that the last one who was living, just died 2 weeks ago. My dad is the last one living, and his sisters got dementia, so nobody can really be there for each other because they all got their own health issues right now. And so it's just been a crazy couple weeks. Y'all know my lover friend that I was talking about? Girl, I have not talked to him. I don't want to talk to him. I think I even blocked him. Like, I just been like in this space of not really wanting to be bothered. He irritated me, and I'm at this point, I don't have time for no level of irritation. He's still respectful. He didn't disrespect me or anything crazy. It's just when I get in this mode that I'm in right now, I don't want to be bothered by no fucking body. And I don't want to hear about what you got going on. Like I ain't got time to hear about shit you got going on. 2 of my immediate family members just died and my dad is in the hospital. You feel me? So I know he tried to call me on my birthday, but I think he was blocked and he's still blocked. And honestly, I don't have a reason to have him blocked because he didn't do anything that was really block worthy. It's just I'm just over it. I'm over a lot of shit right now. Maybe I'll feel differently once I leave and get back in my right mind. But yeah, it's been a lot of shit going on. So, yeah, it's been deaths all around. Okay, deaths all around. Sickness, illness. Okay. And oh yeah, so yeah, back to what I was saying. So I finally was able to tell my dad that his brother died today. And he was like, "Oh, really?" He said, "When?" And because of his dementia, he didn't really stay stuck on that subject for more than like 2 seconds. He was just kind of like, "Oh, okay," and that was that. But yeah, it's pretty fucked up. It's pretty sad. So yeah, that's the story I've been dealing with. So I've been trying to comfort my aunt because my aunt was still married to him, to my uncle. And the same thing that happened to me last year when my cousin tried to go to the hospital and get my dad's keys and take over his shit and blindside me. They tried hit my dad's side of the family tried to do that to my aunt. Like calling the police and getting the locks changed, just some weird ass ghetto shit, right? So I'm like, damn, this is how these motherfuckers treat you when you in the middle of grieving. They trying to take over, and my dad's side of the family is weird. That's why I see why he didn't fuck with them. You know what I mean? They weird. And then my cousin who cussed me out last year was trying to call people to say, "Oh, I want to talk to her." Bitch, no. We enemies forever. I would never talk to you, bitch. You tried to blindside me. You tried to get my dad's keys, bitch. It's no forgiving that ever, bitch. That's a whole violation. I don't care if it happened 2 years ago, 10 years ago, bitch. I ain't one of them ones. Even my dad's next door neighbor who called herself cussing me out last year, this bitch even been trying to talk to me. What is it about people who violate you in the worst way, think they can just talk to you again as if nothing happened? I'm not the girl that you can violate on a certain level and think y'all about to be talking to me again. Like the level of disrespect I experienced from my dad's neighbor and from my cousin is unforgivable shit. It's not like it was just, it was slander. Y'all was slandering like hell no, bitch. And they all want to come back talking to me as if like today. I pull up his neighbor like, "Hey, I heard her sound like she said, 'Hey,' I got in my car, act like I didn't even see the bitch and pulled off. And then I pulled back in and kept walking. Like, what is it about people that think y'all they can say whatever and think y'all gonna be cool? It has to be a boomer generation X thing. They are really good at being disrespectful and then want to talk back to you as if nothing fucking happened. That is crazy shit. So anywho, that's all I had to say, y'all. Bye.